They're small, cute, easy to carry, and often seen as the perfect pet. But sometimes, they bark the most. They react the fastest, and they can be surprisingly aggressive. So what's really going on? Small dogs are some of the most popular pets in the world, from Chihuahuas to Pomeranians to small terriers. They are everywhere, loved by millions, chosen for their size, their appearance, and how easy they seem. For many people who bring a small dog into their lives, the initial days are filled with joy and affection. They envision a tiny companion, a source of comfort and playful energy. But as the weeks and months go by, many owners begin to notice something they didn't expect. A pattern of behavior starts to emerge that seems out of place. There can be constant, high-pitched barking. It's a sound that seems to erupt with very little provocation. They notice surprisingly strong reactions to everyday sounds and sights. A car door slams down the street, and the dog is instantly on high alert. There is often a persistent, nervous behavior that is hard to soothe. This anxiety can manifest as trembling, hiding, or an inability to settle down. And in some cases, this fear can curdle into what looks like aggression. It might be a sudden snap, a low growl, or a lunge towards a perceived threat. For a loving owner, seeing this behavior is confusing and deeply concerning, and it inevitably raises a fundamental question. Why do so many small dogs act like this? If you ask around, you'll find that most people believe the answer is simple. It's a conclusion that has been accepted for generations. You'll hear them say, "That's just how they are." Or, "They're naturally yappy, it's a small dog thing." The phrase, "small dogs are always like that," is offered as a complete explanation. This idea suggests that these behaviors are hardwired into their small frames. And because they're small, the consequences of these behaviors are seen as minimal. Their actions are not perceived as a serious issue, so people don't take it seriously. Instead of seeing a cry for help, they laugh. Instead of recognizing anxiety, they ignore it. And sometimes, without even realizing it, they even encourage it. They reward the very behavior that signals deep distress. But this common belief, this cultural shorthand for explaining away their behavior, is not just an oversimplification. It is one of the biggest and most harmful misunderstandings in the entire dog world. There is a story we often tell ourselves about small dogs, that they are naturally yappy, that they are inherently more aggressive, that this is just who they are. But here's the truth. That story isn't accurate. Small dogs are not born with a predisposition for aggression. They don't behave this way for no reason. Their actions are not random. This behavior is a language. And it is a language they have learned. They learn it through thousands of tiny interactions, day after day. They repeat what works. If barking makes the scary thing go away, they learn to bark. And over time, with enough repetition, it becomes their normal behavior. It becomes their default response. To understand why, think about this. When a big dog jumps on someone, when it barks with its deep, resonant voice, or when it growls, a sound that feels primal and threatening, people react immediately. The behavior is impossible to ignore. They correct it. They see it as a problem that needs to be solved. They train it. They invest time and effort into teaching a different response. They set clear and consistent boundaries. But when a small dog does the very same thing, it's often ignored, dismissed as unimportant, or even worse, it's seen as cute. We label the growl as feisty. We call the barking spunky. We don't correct. We don't train. We don't set boundaries. We respond with affection instead of direction. And that difference in our reaction, that changes everything. Because behavior that is ignored gets repeated. And behavior that is repeated becomes stronger. Not because the dog is bad, but because no one showed it a different way. There's something else happening too. Something most people never think about. Small dogs live in a very different world. A world that feels much bigger, and sometimes much scarier. They are closer to the ground, surrounded by bigger people, bigger animals, louder sounds, faster movement. And because of that, they often feel more vulnerable. So they react faster, they bark sooner, they become more alert, more defensive, more sensitive to everything around them. What people call aggression is often something else. Fear, insecurity, or a simple message. I need space. I feel uncomfortable. I don't feel safe. But instead of understanding that message, we ignore it or misunderstand it. And that's where the problem begins. The truth is, small dogs are treated very differently. We carry them instead of training them. We comfort them instead of guiding them. We excuse behavior that we would never accept from a bigger dog. And over time, that creates confusion. Because every dog, no matter the size, needs structure, needs boundaries, needs clear communication. Without that, any dog will create its own rules. And when that happens, the behavior becomes harder to manage. The difference is simple. When a big dog behaves badly, people take it seriously. They act fast, they fix it. But when a small dog behaves the same way, people laugh. And that allows the behavior to grow. Behind all of this is still a dog that wants to feel safe, a dog that wants to understand the world, a dog that wants guidance. Small dogs are not bad. They are not naturally aggressive. They are simply misunderstood. And when they are trained properly, when they are given structure, when they are treated like real dogs, everything changes. They become calmer, more confident, more relaxed, and much easier to live with. Because in the end, when we strip away all the noise and all the assumptions, a fundamental truth remains. They are no different from any other dog. Their hearts beat with the same loyalty. Their minds crave the same engagement. And their souls seek the same connection. The packaging is smaller, yes. But the essence of what makes a dog is identical. They just need to be understood. Understood from their unique perspective, looking up at a world of giants. Understood in the language they speak, through the subtle flick of an ear or the tension in their tiny bodies. Signals we so often miss, or worse, misinterpret. So, let's return to the question that started it all. Are small dogs aggressive? Sometimes. But not for the reasons people think. It is not malice. It is not a flaw in their character. It is a desperate plea, a last resort from a creature who feels unheard and unsafe. The truth, when you finally see it, is devastatingly simple. Small dogs are not the problem. The behavior we label as a problem is merely a symptom of a much deeper issue. They are a reflection, a living, breathing mirror held up to our own actions, a reflection of our patience or our lack of it, a reflection of our consistency or our inconsistency. They are a reflection of how we treat them. When we treat them like accessories, they become anxious. When we treat them like babies, they become insecure. But when we treat them like dogs, capable, intelligent, and deserving of respect, they blossom. In this series, we are committed to a singular mission: We're uncovering the truth behind the world's most misunderstood dogs. We are peeling back the layers of myth and stereotype. We are giving a voice to the voiceless. Because sometimes, the most profound lessons come in the smallest packages. The smallest dogs often bear the heaviest burdens. They carry the weight of our projections, our fears, and our failures. They carry the biggest misunderstandings. It is our hope that by shedding light on their world, we can make it a little safer, a little kinder, and a lot more understanding. If this story resonated with you, if you believe that every dog, regardless of size, deserves a chance to be truly seen, then we invite you to join our community. Make sure to subscribe to Secrets of Dogs. By doing so, you help us continue this important work, and you ensure you won't miss what's next. Because the journey to understanding has only just begun. There are so many more secrets to uncover together.